the first episode of our Only Voids account. Plus, we're pulling some Void Shards. Let's go take a look. Hey there guys, it's Ryan Raids and welcome to the video. Guys, the Only Void account is starting. So the poll clearly won an Only Void account with a £25 a month budget. So we're starting it from today. So what I'm going to be doing, we'll take all the gear off these champions, put them into the vault as they cannot be used, and we'll only have Supreme Gaelic. Or is that so? Or is that so? So we've changed the name of the account, ryanrays.voids, so we know it's a Void account. I've also joined a clan, a Void only clan. And if you remember back to the first collab I done, well, the only collab actually, it was with John Bowl, and he is the leader of this clan for his Only Voids YouTube channel. So he let me in, he made a little bit of space for me and bunged me in the clan, so thanks very much, John. So yeah, we're all Void only players, I think, in this clan. Hold up there, guys. Click the link in the description right now to get the epic champion Uugo for free, as well as 2 more amazing free epics as you level up. Here are the exact steps you need to follow. Step 1, log out of Plarium Play on the PC and uninstall. Step 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step 3, launch raid and complete the tutorial. Step 4, go to your inbox and claim your first champion. Here we go. You'll find Uugo here, as well as Tagoar and Rector Drath as you level out your account. If you've been watching the free-to-play series that I've been involved in, you'll know how good these epics really are. Then use the promo code SUPREME6 to get yourself a crazy Void Legendary in Supreme Gaelic. So get yourself an amazing start in Raid Shadow Legends by clicking on the link and following the steps. We got a £25 a month budget to spend on this account, and it will probably be like the gem pass or maybe a forge pass or something like that each month. We'll see what happens. But for the first month, for April, I went and bought a small pack of Void Shards, which I'll collect right now, and that is because we do not want to be playing the game with just Supreme Gaelic. So we got a few Voids to pull, so we got a few champions to start off with. Hopefully we get something half decent to help us along the way, but we'll have to make use of every Void champion we get, including all the rares. So yeah, I'll show you around the account and show you how far we've gotten in the last couple of days, and then we'll go pull some Void Shards and see what type of champions we'll be working with. Let's start up in the Great Hall and we'll work our way round. So Great Hall, I've just been saving the medals because we're only interested in this bottom row now. I can't remember what the mission is. Is it 3 to 5? I can't remember. So what we'll do is we'll just keep saving the medals, and then when we come across one of the missions, then we'll plow them into what we need to do. But we'll probably go accuracy, crit damage, and either HP or defense. We'll see. So yeah, we're only interested in this bottom row now. All these can stay blank for as long as they need to. So shard wise, we've got 18 ancients, we've got 13 voids. We just bought that pack. We got 2 from the campaign already, so it was 11. 2 primals, 1 sacred. So these shards now are literally just resources for when they ever drop void champions, which are guaranteed. They're just classed as resources now, and they're no use to me. The champions are no use to me. They're just food and a currency to get void champions. So we are going to go on the hunt for this dude here, Wurgrin. So we're going to try and chase this guy down, collect all the rares and then fuse him, then keep the rares. Any in Relic Keeper? Nope, none in Razin either. We're going to try and get Broadmoor, and then the 4 rares there. That's a few more champions in the pool. And then we're going to try and get 2 copies of the Rhino, Uzan. He seems to be quite a good HP epic champion. So he attacks an enemy, transfers a random debuff from this champion to the target, heals this champion by 10% of their max HP. He's HP based, so you should get a nice heal. He's got an AoE, 100% chance of removing 2 random buffs from all enemies. Again, another heal by 10% for each buff removed, so that could be quite a good heal. And then his A3 removes 1 random debuff from all allies, so a mini cleanse, heals all allies by 20% of this champion's max HP, so it should be quite juicy. And then places block debuffs for 2 turns. Then his passive, whenever this champion heals themselves using a skill, also heals all allies by 20% of any surplus heal. And then he's got a resistance aura by 40 in all battles. So yeah, I'm going to try and do my best to try and pick up 2 copies of this guy, add into the champion pool as well. So yeah, not too bad. And then obviously we're going to be hunting down Quintus, will be miles off. I think first one will be Mithrala and Yakal. So all my clan gold will be going into Yakal, and then as soon as I can get onto Hydra, try and get the fragments for Mithrala Frala as quick as possible. Right, so missions. Where are we to with missions? We're on 33 out of 75 for the Sacred, so I've got to send a champion to level 5 of Ascension. Well, the thing is, I'm going to have to get a Magic, Force, and Spirit champion still up to 6-star. Because I think their missions, you got to send like a 6-star champion of Spirit, Magic, and Force, etc. I think I'm still going to have to do that at some point. But I'm hopefully going to keep this for a Void one, because we might pull a half decent one in just a second. But then can do all this, do that, can do that. Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. It's just the potion keeps what keep us like these, because we're out of sync with them. Upgrade an affinity bonus to level 2. So yeah, I'm going to keep those medals. See, they're in here, and I can't remember all of them what they are, so I'm just going to keep the medals, and then when I come across them, I've got the medals in the bank ready to go. Send another level 5 champion there to Ascension. Another affinity, yeah, grade 2 affinity bonuses to level 2, so I could do accuracy and crit damage maybe. Another level 5 of Ascension, and then fuse Justicar. I think he's a Void champion as well, so I'll have him in the bag as well when we get to this state. So yeah, that's where we're currently at with missions. Challenges, we're in part 3 of 5 for champions. Artifacts, still part 6 of 10. I've not bothered going back to do this. Yeah, I really need to, but God, it's a ball ache. It's an actual ball ache doing these. Dungeons, part 2 of 5. Yeah, I'll be able to knock these off from Monday. Just I've got to wait for them to open because it's out of sync. Arena, part 3 of 3, which I've got to get to gold now. And that'll be all the challenges knocked off. I'll show you some champions quickly, but it's going to be pretty irrelevant in just a second. So yeah, if you're a brand new player when you started, when this account did, you've got one hell of a start, because you've got Supreme, Gaelic, you've got your starter, you've got Alice with a 5-star soul, you've got Elenaril, what do you call her? You've got Tagoar, you've got Uugo, you get Rector Drath, and then you're getting this new dude from the monthly login. And I pulled an apothecary as well straight away from a mystery shard, and I pulled a Templar who can solo Bommel. If you watch my Hell Hades free-to-play series, he can solo Bommel all the way through normal and the first stage in hard. So yeah, I'm going to be giving up all these champions, and I'll be left with just Supreme Gaelic for the moment. So I'm going to strip all this gear off, and then we'll see who we get when we pull these Void Shards in just a sec. So yeah, what a start you get. What a start. Anyway, moving on. What tournaments have we got at the moment and events? So I'm going to do the Dungeon Divers. So I've got 50 fragments at the moment. I'll get another 25 there at 2,700 points. There's no point even pushing to the Ancient Shards, is there? Like I could do, but it's not like I must get it. So that'll take me to 75. Summon Rush me, no. The gear enhancement I could probably do, get me another one. That'd be 100 fragments. That'd be one copy. We've got one more arena. That's 25. I'm going to do the champion training. That's another 25 at 3,600 points. So that takes me to 50. So I should be able to do that quite comfortably. What else are we saying here? I've done this one. I might do the dragon. That'll take me up to 75. And then I've just got to pick. Is the ice golem one left to go? I might do the ice golem one as well. So that'll give me 2 copies of the rhino. So yeah, we're on track for 2 copies, which isn't too bad. I'll quickly show you gameplay. Campaign. We started a bit of brutal. Haven't gone too far into it. Dungeons, where we're saying stage 5, I think. Still at stage 5. I'm just going with the missions. Whatever the missions say. 6 on there, 3 on there, 5 and 4. I'm just going with whatever the missions tell me to do. Not exactly going to be farming it at the moment. Faction Wars, this is going to completely be off for quite a while, I reckon. Depends what we pull with these 13 voids, but it's going to give me 13 champions, isn't it? So we'll see. Yeah, some of these could not be touched for ages, but depends how it falls. We'll see what happens. It's already way off anyway because it's out of sync. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Arena, we're up to silver 3 now. Going to use these 7 tokens in a bit to get some more medals. Try and push on to silver 4, and then obviously bronze 1 for tag team. And then I did do an easy Chimera key, but I've lost that because I've changed clans. It was about 700k, I think, just over. So if I'd ran another one, I would have got like, possibly I might have squeezed into like the novice chest, the second one down. If not, I would have got the first one. And then clan boss, this is all going to change though. All going to change. I've got 8 million with 3 keys. And what do you need for the top one? 11.65. So it's close to a 4 key. But this is going to, yeah, it's going to be gone. Hopefully we pick up something good, but we could get all rares. So yeah, that's where we're at for current gameplay. I don't think there's anything else on here. Not really anything in the forge. No, there's not really anything else. Not really anything else. Right then, let's go pull us some void shards. Pull in shards right off the bat. This won't happen all the time. It's just to get us going because we've only got 1 void champion at the moment. I do not want to play in a game with just 1 void. That will absolutely suck. So we got a progressive one as well. So who are we saying? Odin. It's got to be Odin. Odin, hasn't it? Imagine we put out an Odin. I reckon Sabbather as well. She was really, really good in the Hell Hades free-to-play challenge. Yeah, decent epic, that one. So we'll go with that. We'll do singles. We've only got 13, so there's no 2x. So there's going to be, well, we might even get all rares, to be fair. But we just want one or two champions what can help us along. Right, let's kick this off. Let's give us a little bit of luck. Just a little bit of luck. Just give me one or two champions that is okay to use. Right, come on, let's go. First shard pull on the Void only account, and we start off with a Fellhound. A Fellhound is decent for campaign farming. His A1 is attacks all enemies. He's got a 25% place and a 15% decreased speed for 2 turns, and he scales off defense and attack. So that is our campaign farmer sorted when we want to build him out. Got continuous heal, and he's got a block damage for 1 turn. Defense in faction crit. Not bad. Not bad start. Not bad for a rare. Right, 12 to go. Cold Heart. Cold Heart. No, we got this chick instead. Don't know what she does. We're going to have to read all their skills because I ain't got a clue what some of these do. Attacks one enemy has a 25% of transferring 1 random debuff from this champion to the target. And it goes up to a 50% chance. Books up to a 75% chance. A2 attacks 1 enemy. 60% chance of putting the target skills on cooldown. That goes up to a 100% chance. Not bad. Not bad for a rare. Attacks 1 enemy. Damage increases according to the number of debuffs on the target. Okay, so an undead horde. Can't remember what Fellhound was. Demon spawn, I think. Right, go again. Come on, give me like 2 epics. Another rare. Who's this dude? Steadfast Marshal. A1 attacks 1 enemy. 50% chance of placing a provoke if the target's HP percentage is lower than this champion's. That goes 50, 60, 75% chance. A2 places a 60% increased defense buff on this champion for 2 turns, and then you ascend him and he gets an extra turn. And then what's that? Is that a skill? Yeah. His A3 places a veil buff on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. Okay, I suppose he could be used. Some damage mitigation. Okay, come on. Give me something half decent. Cold Heart would do. Another rare. Oh, I thought that was her then. I thought that was her. Selenia Nightcloak. So she's a burner, but it's random. Attacks all enemies. Has a 50% chance of increasing the duration of a HP burn. Yeah, attacks 3 times at random. Increase accuracy. And then she can place the HP burn. So it's random. So I suppose she could be okay for Hydra. Just to get a few burns out there. So what's she? High Elves. Right, come on in. So what's that? 4 rares on the trot. Come on. Another rare. Oh, we got a Bellower as well. He's half decent. He's half decent. Attacks all enemies. 20% chance of placing blocked active skills. Books up to a 30% chance. He's another decent campaign farmer as well. AoE on every skill, I think. Attacks all enemies. 50, 60, 70, 75% chance of placing a decreased speed. AoE, 25% chance of a decreased attack. When the skill is ascended, he has a 75% chance, books up to 100% of placing a decreased attack. He also has a 100% chance of placing a decreased defense, both small versions. And then he's got a speed aura in faction crit. So we got 2 half decent rares there, so they can be built out. Right, where are we going next? Come on. Still no epic. Oh, we got Branch Arm Lazar. He's decent as well. Come on. Let's go. At least it's given me an okay start. Attacks 1 enemy 3 times. Each hit heals a champion by 3% of their max HP. Attacks all enemies 2 times, so a double hit AoE. He's got a decreased attack, hooks up to, what's that, 75% chance, and then puts a shield on all allies. And then he's got a 15% strengthen buff on all allies, and then places the provoke debuff on an enemy for a turn. And he's got HP in dungeons by 15%. So he's a decent rare as well. We got 3 decent rares off the bat. Right, let's go again. Come on. Give me an epic, a decent epic. We got an epic, and we've got Andrisia. What's she do? What does she do? So she attacks 1 enemy, 40% chance of placing a decreased crit damage debuff. That's random. That's random. And her A2 attacks an enemy, 75%, books up to 100% chance of placing a stun. If the target does not have any active buffs, has a 75% chance of placing a stun debuff for 2 turns if the target does have any active buff. If they've got no active buffs, it's for 1 turn. If they have active buffs, it's for 2 turns. She's got an AoE, 75% chance of decreasing the duration of all enemy buffs by 2 turns. So that's a complete buff strip in most cases. And then increases the duration of all increased defense buffs on allies by 1 turn. But she doesn't put out increased defense, does she? No. What's this? Is that a passive? Or is that another skill? That must be a passive. At the start of each turn, places a 50% ally protection buff for 2 turns on the ally with the lowest max HP. Will not be placed on this champion. Also places a 25% strengthen and a 60% increased defense buff on this champion for 2 turns. Interesting. I reckon she'll be alright in clan boss for now. Maybe. Maybe. Right, 6 to go. 6 to go. We got another rare there. Who's this? Mile Branch. No idea who that is. Attacks one enemy. Great. Great. It does ascend to attacks one enemy, decreases any bomb debuff detonation countdowns by 1 turn. Does she put bombs out then? Attacks an enemy 2 times, places a counter attack buff on this champion for 2 turns. Attacks an enemy, has a 60% chance of placing a bomb debuff, detonates after 3 turns. So she'll place that and she'll decrease it by a turn each time she uses her A1. Speed in arena battles by 16%. So we've got a speed lead for arena for the moment. Yeah, 16%. Not the greatest, but at least it's something. Right, let's go again. Come on, give me one more epic. Give me one more epic. Another rare. Who's this dude? Cage Bound. Attacks one enemy. Places a shield buff on this champion for 1 turn. Pretty trash. AoE. 75% chance of placing a small decrease attack 2 turns. Places a 25% ally protection buff on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. It's on a 3-turn cooldown as well. So he's got a bit of ally protection there on all allies except him for 2 turns. Oh, he could be used in clan boss, you know. So then it does ascend to 25% ally protection buff on all allies except this champion. Building really tanky. Also places a 15% continuous heal buff on this champion for 1 turn. Interesting. At least it's a 3-turn. I can't remember what Taragi's is. Is Taragi's 50%? We'll have a look in a sec. Might be 50%. Might be a small ally protection. But he might go in the clan boss team, you know. Ally protector with some continuous heals. And he's got a shield on himself and a decrease attack. 100% chance to land. Small decrease attack, that is. Interesting. Right, let's go again. What are we saying? Another rare. Oh, we got a renegade. At least we're popping off some good rares. At least we're popping off some good rares. So she's got a heal reduction for 1 turn. Good for Fire Knight. So it's 100% heal reduction once she's ascended. And then we've got attacks 3 times at random. She's got decreased speed, decreased accuracy. So she resets the cooldowns on your champion's skills. So yeah, nice. And then what's she got? Resistance in all battles by 40. At least we picked up a number of usable rares and they're just not all trash. Right, 3 more. Come on, give me 1 more epic. Come on. All we want. No, never rare. And we got Bulwark. He's not bad for a dwarf. He's not bad for a dwarf. So he's got a weaken on his A1, small version. He's got a HP burn on his A2. When attacked, has a 30% chance of extending the duration of all debuffs on the attacker by a turn. And he's got fence in all battles by 17%. He's not bad. He's not horrendous. He's not horrendous. Right, 2 more. 2 more to go. Cold Heart would do nicely, or a decent epic. Who's this dude? Kurzad, Deep Heart. Kurzad, it's you, mate, if you're watching. So what have we got? Attacks one enemy, places an extra hit if this attack is critical. The extra hit will place a decreased speed for 2 turns. AoE, attacks all enemy. Each critical hit fills this champion's turn meter by 7.5%. And he's got an A3, places 50% increased accuracy buff on all allies. Attacks all enemies. And then he's got 100% chance of placing a small decreased defense. So at least he's got an AoE decreased defense. Is that AoE? Yeah, AoE decreased defense. You know, small, but you can get the blessing, what turns that into a big version. So he could be my decreased defense champion, possibly. Right, last one. Come on. Come on. Epic. And then we get this dude, Skeleton. What's he do? Block buffs on 1 enemy, attacks 1 enemy, 80% chance to block his skills, and a heal reduction. No, I don't think he's anything great. Attacks 1 enemy, places increased defense on this champion for 2 turns. Now he's pretty trash, isn't he? Pretty trash. Well, we got a few good epics out of that. We got a few good epics. Let's have a look again. So who's the stance? We got one epic, Andrissia. I think she can be used in clan boss. He's decent. He's pretty good. He's an interesting option for this ally protection. Kurzad could be the AoE drop defense. Even though small. Bulwark's got a burn. What's he got? Increased defense on himself. Fail on all champions. He's trash. She's a bomb champ. Bellower's AoE's all over the place. He's AoE A1. She wasn't nothing special, was she? And then a renegade. So at least we got some stuff to work with. So I don't know. I don't even know who to build out first. Maybe this dude. Maybe this dude. Or I don't know. Maybe this dude for clan boss. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, that is everything for the first episode of our only Void account. So yeah, I'll update this. I don't know, maybe once, could be twice a week. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens indeed. So yeah, a good first episode. We got a few champions to work with, so I'm gonna have to crack on with leveling out some of those guys, seeing who we want to use. So yeah, that is everything from me, and I will catch you in the next one.